come to you a sinner.
Don't tell a lie about you, and I won't tell the truth
I believe that Jesus is Lord.
about
I believe He raised Him from the dead. Why are you so angry?
you. Why tell a lie till you...
Kendrick Lamar's Heart series has been a huge staple in his catalog and the cultural movement in hip-hop. The Heart series is not just a collection of songs, it's a journey through his life and career. These introspective tracks serve as bookmarks, taking us through a deep and emotional ride through each era of his music. Each phase is a unique blend of sound, style, and message. His personal struggles and complex subjects he touches on in his songs make it easy to connect with him on a profound level. Today we're diving into the Heart Part 4, where we'll see just how Kendrick Lamar handles the recognition he fought so hard to get. The year is 1940, and the Ink Spots released the song Don't Tell a Lie About Me Dear, a song about a man and a woman who breaks up, and a man telling a woman not to lie on his name because he'll expose the truth about her if she does. But he doesn't want to because he's still in love with her. 34 years later, June 28, 1974, James Brown drops his album Hell, and the Ink Spots song is interpreted by him with his version called Don't Tell a Lie About Me and I Won't Tell the Truth on You. It's a pretty long title for a song, so DTALAMAIWTTTOY for short. Seriously though, he couldn't come up with anything shorter. 43 more years go by and Kendrick Lamar drops The Heart Part 4 and interprets the now 77-year-old song at that point and says,
Don't tell a lie on me, I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me.
Interpreting it as how liars who spin the truth about their enemies always lose in the end, which leaves the honest person in the situation, or Kendrick, the victor of the situation. With the critical success of Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar has found himself at the top of the rap game amongst other artists like J. Cole and Drake. In 2016, Forbes estimated Kendrick has made well over $30 million in his career so far, with more to come with his next album, Damn, releasing soon. In the first verse of the song, Kendrick raps,
30 minutes later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior.
with the thought in mind that this song released in 2016, a pinnacle year where hip-hop has drastically taken a shift in sound. Rising superstar rappers Lil Uzi, 21 Savage, and Lil Yachty, to name a few, were spearheading the new wave of rap. This caused a conversation and essentially a divide in the hip-hop community between the old school and the new school about lyricism-heavy music versus what they like to call mumble rap.
That's what's wrong right now. Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them niggas sound the same. I said, nigga had me in the studio one night trying to do that shit. I'm like, man, cut this shit off. What the fuck am I in here doing, nigga? I don't rap like that.
Kendrick seems to pick his side when he quotes himself as the legendary stats of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Do you remember how on The Heart Part 2, Kendrick's uncle told him not to focus on rap beef and instead to focus on social issues, basically saying don't worry about rap beef? Well, Kendrick took a bit of a divergence from his uncle's advice on this track, and many see a large portion of The Heart 4 as Kendrick taking shots at Drake and Big Sean throughout the song. There's so many theories about potential diss verses in this song, so I'll go through just 3 lines from the most obvious to borderline conspiracy theory type. Keep in mind though that these are all still just speculation and none of them's been really confirmed disses, at least to my knowledge.
Don't tell a lie on me.
The first line of the second verse is probably the most obvious when Kendrick says,
My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch.
Big Pun, a rapper who Kendrick referenced in Heart Part 1, referring to him as a legendary MC, passed away in 2000. After his death, it was revealed that Big Pun had an incident with his wife, which resulted in him hitting his wife with a gun. I would show you, but I'm not trying to deal with YouTube taking down my video, so it is linked in the description if you really want to see the video for some reason. He ends up saying in a line, "You a scared little bitch," which is famously known as Big Sean's ad-lib. Lil bitch, lil bitch.
Tiptoeing around my name, nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing.
This seems to be the most obvious because there were speculations of Big Sean actually throwing a subliminal diss at the savior of rap on the track No More Interviews.
And I'm just not impressed by you niggas rapping fast who sound like one big asthma attack, but trash when I'm rapping it back. Who you put in your top 5 and claim they the savior of rap?
Kendrick seemed to also have his crosshair set at Big Sean and Drake in this line in the song.
Yelling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am the greatest rapper alive. So damn great, motherfucker, I've died.
With both rappers recently claiming their spot on the classic top 5 debate, fans seem to take it a shot.
I know I said top 5, but I'm top 2, and I'm not 2, and I got one. Thought you had one, but it's not one, nigga, nah.
Been top 5, these niggas sleep though. Only thing that sold out is the C-store.
Finally, there's reason to believe that Kendrick disses Drake with this bar.
Tables turn, lesson learned, my best look. You jump sides on me, now you about to meet Westbrook. Go celebrate with your team and let victory vouch you. Just know the next game played, I might slap the shit out you.
Each line individually might not sound like much, but when you connect the dots, it really just leads to one person. When Kendrick says,
tables turn, lesson learned, my best look.
It references Drake's Pound Cake. Pause. Then he goes to say,
you jump sides on me, now you about to meet Westbrook.
Drake and Kendrick have a history of working with each other, but at the time they happened to be in some sort of Cold War, similar to Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant at the time. Kendrick, getting that out of his system, still finds time in a song to rap about the current state of the world he lives in, touching on topics like police brutality and Donald Trump.
Don't tell a lie on me.
Referencing Lee Baca, who was a former county sheriff for Los Angeles, was convicted of beating an inmate named Tyler Willis. Kendrick talks about while Baca committed the crime, the correctional officers or COs who were working at the time are just as guilty for doing nothing about it.
Lee Baca, on trial trying to portray a boxer, beating up on my niggas while the COs watch him.
On Donald Trump, Kendrick states,
Donald Trump is a chump, know how we feel, punk. Tell him that God coming, and Russia need a replay button, y'all up to something.
In 2017, there was no shortage of criticism for Donald Trump, especially in the hip-hop community, with songs like Fuck Donald Trump by YG.
Fuck Donald Trump, yeah nigga, fuck Donald Trump, yeah.
Kendrick then connects Trump's alleged interactions with Russia during the 2016 election, points out that the world needs to further examine the situation. Then, of course, Kendrick flaunts his 2 classic albums in a row, Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly, while promoting his next album.
I said it's like that, drop one classic, came right back, another classic, right back. My next album, the whole industry on the ice pack.
Finally, Kendrick tells his fans, including me, a young, impressionable high schooler, that he's dropping his album on April 7th.
You know what time it is, Annie up, this is him forever. Y'all got till April the 7th to get your shit together.
Kendrick did not drop his album on April 7th, but he did drop his album Damn a week later on April 14th. You can check out my video on Damn here if you haven't watched it already. After the release of Damn, Kendrick essentially disappeared from the studio album game for about 5 years, 1,855 days to be exact. It got to the point where people started to wonder if Kendrick Lamar would ever drop an album again. But when he did come back, Kendrick dropped The Heart Part 5, which in many ways made the Heart series come around to a full circle. And if you want to take a deep dive into The Heart Part 5, then look no further than this video right here, where we'll explore the synergetic circle of The Heart Part 5 and the Heart series as a whole.